And joining us now, running for Congress in Ohio CD6 is Dr. Rick Chai, and that's in East Palestine. Of course, we were there with a big thing, and they still haven't done anything with that. Dr. Chai, thanks for being with us. Tell us about your campaign and why you're running.
So, Mr. John Frederick, it is a sincere honor to be on your program. I do want to get my campaign page out there. First, it is rickchai.com. My last name is T-S-A-I. And how ironic is this? You had Nicole Chai on previous. I mean, what are the odds of that? I've been trying to get a hold of her ever since I saw her on television. And when I win, and I'm going to win, when I'm in Congress, she's going to have a friend in Congress. You know, my father was escaped communist China, came over on a college visa, got his citizenship. He studied for his citizenship, and it was the proudest day of his life, he tells me. So he's gone now, but the Chinese people are the most beautiful people in the world. He despised the Chinese government. My grandfather was a senator. When Mao took over, they imprisoned his entire family. His father mysteriously disappeared, and he never saw his father again. So I'm a 30-year resident of East Palestine, Ohio, and what has happened here is criminal. I've been documenting the creeks for 11 months now. It's been over 11 months. I go in and film and show the EPA's lies and what, the things that they tell us many times are not true. I went down on Christmas Day, had my military gear on, and went in the creeks. Not only was it still highly contaminated when they've already declared victory over a month ago and said that the chemicals were pre-derailment status. Chemicals all around my feet. First time ever, I was in the park where the children play. I took a shovel. I busted up the dirt on the dry bank above the creek, threw it in the water, and chemicals came out of the dried dirt. So I am sick of local, federal, state corruption. And voters of District 6, if you're sick of it too, I'll come to where you are. I'll bring a shovel and I'll root out the rats. So if you want politics as usual, you will vote as you usually do. If you want somebody that can't be bought or intimidated, you will march to the polls on March 19th and you will vote Rick Chai. That's T-S-A-I. Go ahead.
And that's going to be March 19th. That's the Ohio primary, right? So tell us, okay. So tell us about
primary.
Right. Tell us about D6. We know it covers East Palestine. Who's the incumbent there now?
D6 runs the entire eastern swath of Ohio. It's a large district: Mahoning Valley, Mahoning County, Columbiana County, Carroll County, Jefferson County. So, we've got a big district there. Primarily Republican. I am a MAGA, America First Republican. And President Trump, if you're listening, I'm the man you want to have your back in Washington. And we're going to give the country more TDS. That's Trump and Chai derangement syndrome. So it's a very Republican district.
So Christine was moving the camera, Doc. I'm sorry I missed that. I'm sorry. I was distracted a minute. Again, who's the incumbent? I'm sorry.
So the incumbent is not running. That would be Bill Johnson. He gave up his seat to take the presidency at Youngstown State University. So I'm an outsider, a non-politician. About just before Christmas, well, first of all, it's like a volcano that builds, because you've been here, John. I met you in East Palestine. You probably don't remember. But it's like a carrot and a stick. You try to prove things that aren't correct with the way they handle things here, and nothing ever happens. The big wheels keep rolling. So I walked into my house after work on a Wednesday night. My wife's cooking. She turns to me and says, "Hey, you need to run for Bill Johnson's empty seat." I thought for a minute, and I said, "I will," because that was the only way to bring real change. And just like Trump, I'm an outsider, and I'm going to make big change. And people
who's the establishment? Who are the rhinos in the establishment back?
Would be Michael Rowley. He owns his family owns a grocery store chain here in Mahoning Valley. So I've got my work cut out for me. I'm working hard. The other one is Reggie Stoltzfus. In fact, one of the opponents came down to East Palestine. None of them have done anything for East Palestine. Michael Rulli came down and took a photo op and left. Residents and charities tried to contact him, but they never answered back. Not so much as a note. But if you can come, if you're from another district, and the other one is from Stark County, if you couldn't come here while we were in the height of all this, and you can come down for a photo op with our mayor. Now, you'd think that the mayor would endorse somebody from East Palestine. I talked with the mayor the other day. He said, Rick, I wanted to endorse you, but after the things you said about me, I just couldn't. And if you think about this, President Trump, he's a very strong ego, but when it was for the good of the country, he would work with anybody to get things done. I'm the best candidate. I think the mayor made a big mistake when he tells me in private he wanted to endorse me, but as a man, he just felt he couldn't. That's putting your own ego in front of who you think would help the people the most. And I'm not a one-trick pony. They try to pigeonhole me, and they say, well, he's just going to worry about East Palestine. I am a quick learner, and anybody that knows me, I am a Terminator. When I'm on a mission, I do not stop. And in the words of the late, great Roddy Piper, I came here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. And I do not stand for corruption. I did pretty well in life. I don't need money, and I don't need friends. My wife is my best friend. I don't need more than that. I've got a couple close friends I grew up with. And so watch out, I'm coming for you.
All right, so do you live in East Palestine? Is that where you're from?
30 years. 30
All right,
years,
so
and I grew. Go ahead.
So you live in East Palestine. This thing goes all the way through Youngstown on the to Marietta, right on the Ohio River. Do I have my geography right?
That is correct. I don't have the money that I've been told I need. I have the money, but I'm not going to spend all my retirement on a campaign. I don't have the 1.5, 500 to 1.5 million they say it's going to take to compete. But here's what I have. I give my most precious time. My gift is my time. I've been sleeping 3 to 5 hours a night, and I have more energy than I've ever had. I walked really 6 miles up the Canfield Boardman. For people that don't know, that's the main intersection of Youngstown, Ohio. Hit all the businesses, hit all the residents in the parking lots and homes, and I won't stop. I won't stop until I win, and I'm going to win this. Because this is what District 6 needs, and this is what America needs. I'll be voting for the nation as well when I'm in.
Dr. Rick Chai with us. So you're the America First candidate, the MAGA candidate in this race?
Absolutely.
All right. And so the mayor, I forget his name, big guy. What's his name again? What?
You know what? I always answer right away. His name is Trent Conaway.
That's right. So when we went there, we called his office a number of times. Christine called his office a number of times. And we actually physically went there, and the guy wouldn't even meet with us. Like, we were doing an event to help this town, and he wouldn't meet with us. He wouldn't return a call. When we physically went there, and he was there, he wouldn't even see us out in the hallway. I mean, I was done with the guy, right? I mean, he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, Trump went there, he came out to see him, but I was there for 2 days, and I'm like, we're trying to bring national attention to your situation. Help us, come on a show and just talk to us, tell us what's going on. They wouldn't do it. And so I'm like, you're supposed to be mayor, you're getting no help, you're getting no love from anybody. We're coming out here spending our own money to bring a national attention on the disaster, catastrophe that's going on, and the guy wouldn't even come out. He was afraid to come out of his office. So, I lost all respect for him there. I can understand. And you criticized him for not doing anything. And now he's not going to back you.
Yes, I think a lot of people sold their soul in Norfolk Southern here with the promise of a $25 million park while the waterways were still contaminated. And, if you look at who endorses other candidates, don't look to the people with something political to gain or to a political ladder to gain. look who the injured or hurt businesses and residents endorse, and that's me. Everybody knows that big blue building that the train rests next to, and it's still all its chemicals. In fact, there's chemicals still under that building. That is Edwin Wang. He lost his American dream. He's a first-generation immigrant here who came to this little town and supplied 30 jobs, and he was going to supply another estimated 30 for a total of 60 to 70 jobs because he bought a factory down the street. His business is done. It is decimated. He's been shut down ever since. And guess who he endorses? He endorses me, Dr. Rick Chai. So don't look to the people that can be bought or kowtow to people, corporations. When you're hurt, District 6, or you need someone to listen to you, I will travel. I love road trips. I've got an RV. I'll come listen to you. I'll come to your town, and we will shake things up. And when I get in Washington, they haven't seen anything like me. I'm going to knock them on their ear.
Rick Chai, Dr. Rick Chai, thanks for being with us. Again, people want to follow your campaign. Rick, where do they go?
You can go to my Facebook page. It's Dr. Rick Chai for Congress. That's a little more update because we talk every day. I post almost daily videos on Facebook and my website. That is Rick Chai, T-S-A-I. T like Tom, S like Sam, A-I, rickchai.com.
Dr. Chai, thanks for being with us, and good luck in your campaign. We'll have you back. We'll be following it. Thank you.
It's an honor, John. It's an honor.